In this lesson, we will learn about combining menus and forms to create flows. Let's say I want to create flow to gather contact information from user, but I want to give him choice between email and phone number. We will create simple flow containing menu and form to achieve this. As you can see, I am using the same Redap I have been using so far, and all imports are already in place. Let's start by creating a menu to allow user to choose between email and phone number. I will use Text API for this. So what we need to do is to call service, open menu, and I want to have email and phone number as options. Next, let's add some title. Also, we need to save response. This is string, and let's call await. I am able to do that because for method is marked as async. Now, based on response from menu, I want to create appropriate form. So let's add switch using response with following cases. First, email. We will add form structure in a second. Let's add break. Then we have phone number. Let's copy this. And then you have default, for example, null. And in case of null, I don't want to show form. Now, back to email. Let's add forms, starting with email form. In this case, I will use structure API because I want to use regex validation. But let's start with title. Then fields list. And I only want to have one field, email. There is no need to provide custom label in this case. Then let's add validation, starting with mandatory to make sure that there is any value specified. Next, regex. I have already prepared email regex, and I want to have custom error message. Next, phone number. In this case, I only want to have mandatory validation, so I will use Text API. Let's add phone number with mandatory validation and custom title. As you can see, I am not saving response from any of those forms, but this can be easily done if needed. Now let's save and go back to Sabre Web. Let's test our flow. We are starting with menu. I can choose between email and phone number. Let's say I want email. After that, you can see very simple email form, but with validation. So if I type in test and try to submit, you can see validation error. But after providing valid email, I am able to submit form. Also, it's worth noting that the user can navigate through flow very fast using keyboard and keyboard shortcuts. Let's test. After opening, I am focused by default on menu, and I can use arrow keys and enter to choose. Let's say I want phone number this time. After opening form, I am by default focused on first field, and I can just start typing. To submit form, instead of a mouse, I can use Control-Enter shortcut. This is a very simple flow, but it gives you an idea how you can combine all custom form service features to create very complex flows.